Hi everyone. We have now finished another module in our school age orientation, and I wanted to talk about one thing before we move on to the next module, and that is the discussion boards. They are actually meant to be a discussion. So you may have noticed that on Fridays or Mondays, I go in and I may pose some sort of a question as a response to one of your posts. And I would really like for you to go in and read those and respond to them if I ask you a question. If I just make a comment, then that's not necessary. But if I'm asking for an example or for a little bit more information, then it would be good if you could then respond to that so that we can have some back and forth discussion in those discussion boards. Okay, so now we are moving on to Module 5, which is the environment. I don't want you to forget all about developmentally appropriate practices as we move on to the environment. And I have some pictures that I want us to look at as an intro to the environment. The picture on the left is Times Square in New York. You may or may not have been there, but just take a moment and look at everything that is going on in this picture. I see a Santa Claus, I see Colombian coffee, I see tires, I see a hotel, people of all different shapes and sizes, different stores, lights, Mickey Mouse, cars, bicycles, buses. There's just a lot going on in this picture. It's a bit overwhelming. We don't know where to look. Our brains are going really fast to keep up with what's going on in this picture. Whereas the picture on the right is a bit more calming. I imagine that if you look at the picture of the beach scene, you may feel a sense of calm, whereas you may feel some stress or anxiety looking at the left picture. When we think about the environments in which our children spend their day and then their after school time, we really want them to be more calming, more of a beach scene than a Times Square scene. The Times Square scene doesn't let children know what they're supposed to be doing in this space. It also can lead to some behavior that we may not desire because they don't know what's going on. So we want to go for a calming environment rather than a Times Square environment. Here are a couple other pictures that I think can tell us a little bit more. The one on the left, you may like good deals that come from TJ Maxx, but that store is kind of stressful to be in for some of us. So there's some organization to it. You may know where the women's area is versus the men's area, but the clothes there's so many different clothes to choose from that sometimes it can be overwhelming. This environment also has just a lot of industrial look to it. The lights are fluorescent. It just may not be somewhere where you would want to be physically. Now, you might want to shop there for the good deals, but it may not make you feel the same way that the store on the right makes you feel. So there's big, open windows, high ceilings. There's some carpet in the clothing shopping area. The clothes are well organized. You know where all of the jeans are. You know where all of the shirts are. It just makes you feel, for most of us, a bit different than the one on the left. So again, these are just examples to help you think about the environment in which your school age setting is set up. So in these pictures, in the picture on the left, again, again, there is just a lot going on. So look at all that stuff on the walls. Now, I do want you to display artwork from children because it affirms their belonging and their presence in the classroom. But there's just a lot going on these walls. Children may not know exactly what to do or where to focus in a room like this. This is kind of the Times Square environment. Whereas the one on the right is a bit more calm. We have neutral colors on the wall. What's on the wall is very intentional. The flooring is more neutral and calming. There's a balance between softness, hardness. We've got some natural light coming in. Now, there are elements that make the environment on the right more pleasing, more calming, which is then going to affect behavior as well. Alright, so just something to keep in mind as we talk about environment, and I hope you guys have a great week.